Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Tennessee Titans. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Let's go now. 15, Lonnie. 15 line. Let's go. Watch the shit.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Another good carry there for the NFL's second leading rusher, and we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
Well, I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's first or second or even third in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
On second down now, it's Henry trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
59, Mike. 59, Mike. Check, 59.
Tannehill. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down.
Okay, ready?
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A gain of 19 yards. And a Bengal first down.
Ready, ready! Hey, seam 6! Seam 6!
3 down, 3 down! 24 is the mic. It's a party now. It's a party now.
5!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock down, but it ran bring up 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Ready, break.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Ready? 10-2 soft.
59. Hey, pick your game up. Tight dog, tight dog.
Big grip, big grip.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner. Especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Titans first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. Derrick Henry. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
All day, baby, all day. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Let go.
Boston Scott, his first carry. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now Tannehill, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. 6-0 our score after 1. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches. There's just within the palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win and you're in the playoffs. That's the...
It got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 36 yards on the play.
First down, Cincinnati.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an...
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Mike spot 9.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. Got a man. It's Brown.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Tannehill. He sets to fire deep, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Again, Tannehill. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And now the ball's out. fumble near midfield, and the Bengals grab it, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Looking to throw.
I got you, boy.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. But it's going to be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old-school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. Give him 30 yards there.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Ready, set.
Watch Mike. I got you, son. Switch. Check. Let's go.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Mike's 54.
Smooth. Get it.
Here's 2nd and 8. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play.
I'm coming, baby.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Get up.
They'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Eli Harrell in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, then no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
On the set.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A gain there of 21 yards.
Stand.
Watch twist.
First and 10 at the
Hey,
43
back
yard
up.
line.
Go. Hit it.
On first down, Tannehill. He finds Corey Davis. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Back to throw, Tannehill. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
36-yard line.
Hey.
Staying open.
Hey, Sam on. Be driven.
Tannehill throwing again. And his throw here's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
I'm coming. Back. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check 13.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8.
Yes.
They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. 29.
Snap.
Throwing again is Tannehill. He gets it to Brown, complete. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Bailey, and that trims the lead down to 9.
16. Titans 7.
So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Come on,
The
set.
Bengals drive about to get going. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, check 24. Watch out.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Hey, here we go.
Look at me. Zipper. Go.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
Check. Mike.
Now.
Check. 59. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Mike.
Hey, Zoo.
Here's Tannehill. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Von Bell. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
6-6. Pull it high.
Check.
Hard. Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now Joe Mixon. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with a Hall of Famer, Peyton. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 41-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Check.
Now.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Let's go.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Check right. Watch it,
Watch the run.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Let's go.
Hey, high 7.
55. Mike, 55. You got nothing today.
They'll drop to throw. He's got his man, Boyd. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. He'll look to throw. He completes it to Boyd.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Here we go. Set. 70. Indy.
54.
We own this.
They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, second and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, third and goal.
Check.
Leo.
SOS. Check 9.
5.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Ready.
They'll let Mixon try to run it in. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
5.
29 is the Mike 29.
Look at me. Go.
Why?
Now Tannehill. He's going to air one out. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Passing the ball like we saw there, I don't know, the rhythm seems off. A beautiful fake. This time a spin. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Ready, break.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time.
He's not going to get me.
Go. Hey, orbit.
Where's the mic?
Get it.
Now back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back now in Nashville. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th.
Hey.
Back to mine. I got him.
Hey, seam 6.
Where's the mic? Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work.
Back to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter.
Let's go now.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Tannehill throwing complete to Davis. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I didn't get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now this one complete to Corey Davis. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Tannehill. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 12-yard line. Tannehill now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Under 10. Now.
A shotgun handoff to Henry.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. And they got the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
One set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Yes, yes. Smoke.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They got 18, let's go deep.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
Go, fight.
They'll set up to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
Go now.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. He'll look to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
I got you. Kill.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
You can't block me. 24 is the mic.
Tighten up.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans 23. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They're going to look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
He's going to have the hook up to Ross. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining.
24 is the mic. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. 24 is the mic. Here we go, D. 24.
Looking to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here. We'll do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
No.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And an alley to run. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
On the set.
He's coming. Double up.
Five.
On first down, Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
60 Pittsburgh.
Watch the run.
Ready.
On second down, here's Henry.
Let's see. Left three. Check.
Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for the Bengals, a final win here means they'll finish off the regular season at a solid 13-3. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, it'll be loss number 6 on the season for them. And it will be a disappointing finish to the regular season, no doubt. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.